Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees win and Skubal goes to L.A. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports.
There you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. Will the Yankees win 2-1 in another close game in Chicago with strong pitching and absolutely no offense? But we'll get to that because the major story of the day is Tarik Skubal going to L.A. You might have went to bed last night and woke up today to the news that Major League Baseball and the L.A. Dodgers are now done constructing the Death Star. And they already add Skubal to an absolutely loaded roster. Now, the L.A. Dodgers gave up absolutely nothing to retain Skubal. Now, keep in the back of your mind that Skubal is only a half-year rental, and now that the trade deadline happens later in the year, now he's like a quarter-year rental. So Skubal goes to L.A., and just by what the Dodgers gave up to get him, you know the Detroit Tigers were like, hey, we'll send you where you want to go. Thanks for your years of service. Thanks for making us a contender when we had no reason being. And they were like, let's do you a solid, and you can go to L.A. Now, remember, Skubal is a Boris client, and he's only going to be a quarter-year rental for the Dodgers. But now you have a starting rotation of Yamamoto, Blake Snell when he's healthy, and now Skubal. What do you think, Yankee fans? Sound off in the comments. How does that match up with Cam Schlittler, Gerrit Cole, and Max Fried? What big three do you think is better right now, today? Let me know in the comments below. Now, everyone's been saying the Dodgers are ruining baseball. The Dodgers can't do this. Well, guess what? The Dodgers outsmarted every front office in Major League Baseball. Did they ruin baseball? And the reason that there's probably going to be a lockout next year is solely because of the Dodgers and the have and have-nots in Major League Baseball? Absolutely. But you know who else's fault this is? The owners that don't spend anything. The owners that sat there and took the tax revenue like the Tampa Bay Rays from their inception for 20 years from the New York Yankees from the luxury tax. I didn't hear anyone complaining then. Now what the Dodgers did was they started playing three-dimensional chess, and they outsmarted everybody. Brian Cashman, the guys in Philadelphia, the New York Mets. Guess what? The New York Mets, Phillies, and Yankees all could be deferring money. They could have came up with this idea. But the L.A. Dodgers came up with it first, and now they're hoarding all-stars, they're hoarding prospects, and the L.A. Dodgers look like a behemoth that cannot be stopped. Now, the Yankee fans, for me included, I'm going to sit this one out and say, hey, the Dodgers are spending so much money and spoiling baseball. Guys, reality check time. And I even seen some people in the comments talking about the Yankees have never spent money like this. They've never abused baseball like this. Guys, it's all relative. The New York Yankees had the highest payroll in baseball from 80 to 89, from 93 to 97, and then again in 99. They had the highest payroll from 2000 to 2010. They had the highest payroll from 2010 to 2014. The New York Yankees have gone out of their way and gotten every single luxury piece that they've ever needed. And I even heard the 96 Yankees mentioned in an argument in the comments section. Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs, Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden, David Cohn. Where'd they grow off a tree? They went out and bought these guys. And then I'm not even taking into consideration the 2000s when we got Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, the 2009 World Series guys, and I was there to witness every game at home, was bought by Brian Cashman, A.J. Burnett, CC Sabathia. Also, when the Dodgers probably retain Skubal next year, are we going to complain about that? CC Sabathia went to the Brewers for a half-year rental and then was signed by the New York Yankees the next year, assembled the Death Star. Look at the roster of the '09 New York Yankees. Now, Hal, he's a mom and pop shop. He's using his own money. When you have private entities being allowed to invest in baseball up to 15 to 20%, that's going to be a game changer. The Dodgers were the first ones to do it. Do you know when the Yankees just did it? This year. You could have been doing it for about 5 years, Hal. And this is actually what's going to open up the New York Yankees now, is that they have a private equity that's going to put in $4 billion for renovations on the stadium, and to make moves so Hal's not going into his mom's purse every time he wants to make a move or counting his pennies, which he is now. A lot of Yankee fans are saying, hey, why couldn't we get Skubal? Because guess what, guys? The amount of money that the New York Yankees have allocated towards their starting rotation is astronomical, as is right now on the books. Gerrit Cole is making 38, Max Fried's making 40. Scrambled eggs in my brain, chips in my elbow. Now it's a full Western omelet, and I'm on the IL again. Is Carlos Rodon, who's making $28 million, guys. So now you're going to add Skubal, who's going to ask for another mega contract for whoever's going to sign him and bend the team over a barrel for about $400 million. So then the New York Yankees are going to allocate all their money, and we know Cheapo Hal isn't going to spend the dough. So you're going to be left with players like Anthony Volpe, with players like Austin Wells, and you look around, and now it's Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and now it's bench players, guys like Anthony Volpe, Caballero, Rosario, McMahon. They're all bench players. And the reason that they're doing it, half the guys that are producing on this team are making $1.2 million a year. Look at the Yankees' salaries and look how top-heavy it is in starting pitching, because that's why Cam Schlittler is so important to the New York Yankees. So does this guarantee the LA Dodgers a World Series title? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Guys, anything can happen. And if you ask your boy Brian Cashman, it's a crapshoot that I've been told. But right now, as of now, yes, the LA Dodgers are the hands-down favorite to win the World Series. And this is the thing about the Yankees in the trade deadline. Do you really want to go hard in the paint and make all these moves and move heaven and earth on the Yankees just to get like Mason Miller? Also, we don't score enough runs to get to a guy like Mason Miller. It's like having a Corvette in your garage on cinder blocks. But why are we going to go full sail in when the Dodgers just assembled the Death Star? Skubal might not re-sign with them next year. Also, I got to call out the Brewers on this one. I mean, you were our Hodor from Game of Thrones. You were supposed to hold the beasts at bay, and you guys just laid down. And that's another thing, man. The Yankees are getting tired of taking guys away from other teams. It's not up to us. The Yankees were doing that for so long and paying luxury tax to all these small farm teams. Even Hal Steinbrenner has said on the record that he's getting tired of paying that SOB down in Pittsburgh to sit on his hands, make $89 million profit, and have a perpetual loser. That's the biggest problem in baseball, is dudes who pocket their luxury tax and don't put any money back into their baseball team because they're making money with a losing team off of parking, concessions, people coming to the stadium, low payroll. Look at what the Tampa Bay Rays have been doing for years. They love it. They take the Yankees' money, they laugh, and then they go in first place. They play small ball and fundamental baseball, which the Yankees have not done. So what I say to you guys is, don't be mad at the Dodgers. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Because that's what's going on in baseball right now. But as far as the Yankees game today, and boy, is it getting hard watching these games, dude. There is nothing. It's like watching a paint dry. It's like a 2-1 game. How am I'm supposed to have a highlight show. It's like, yeah, well, the paint dried a little bit more in the 7th inning. Wow. But yet again, Caballero shows why he should be in the leadoff spot with that 2-run jack today. And yet again, Yankees can't manufacture any runs. They don't play small ball, and they're on a milk carton for Jazz Chisholm, Trent Grisham. The list goes on and on. You guys know the usual clowns. They're actually producing nothing on this team. But Caballero needs to be in the leadoff spot. He's a spark plug. He's a guy with pop. He can play the positions. Third base, second base, shortstop. If anybody needs to go, it's not Caballero. Also, the Yankees are trying to get a little cute with Blackburn now. As you see, they're trying to creep him up into high leverage situations. I don't think they should do that. I think Blackburn should be left in the sixth and cap him off at the seventh inning tops, because I'm just waiting for his chariot to turn into a pumpkin eventually. Also, Hedrick getting out of that jam for Gerrit Cole, saving the New York Yankees. Like I've said, MVP of the Yankees this year is Hedrick out of the bullpen. And when he's not arresting Tim Hill out of AutoZone and Denise is bailing him out, Hedrick is doing his job. And in fact, I think he should be the eighth inning guy, because I was talking about this with my friend Tommy K today, is that in the seventh inning should be Cruz, because if Cruz's control, no pun intended, if Cruz's control is a little out of whack, you want him doing that in the seventh inning, because Cruz has been going well for a month, and he's going to get uncalibrated sometimes, and that sinker doesn't sink, and he can't find the strike zone. We saw that with him walking in the final run of the game the other day. But Cruz in the seventh, and then Hedrick, because his stuff is more steady. He can throw more stuff for strikes, and it's not much more of a hit-and-miss game, because sometimes Cruz doesn't even know where the ball's going. But Cole looked solid today. He went 5.5, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. They're still ramping him up, guys. He is still knocking the ring rust off from the Tommy John, but he looks good. And you got to remind yourself, even before Gerrit Cole got hurt, before the surgery, Gerrit Cole would go 6 innings and throw 100 pitches. He's a strikeout pitcher. It usually takes them about 6 to 7 pitches to strike somebody out, because they foul it off or he misses the zone, and they work for strikeouts. And that's what Cole is. But you've seen Cole do the adjustment on the fly. He's been throwing more breaking balls and getting more control of that. And even Susan Waldman said on the broadcast that Cole is ramping up his intensity as September and October, and I can't wait to see that, because like I said before earlier in the episode, I think the New York Yankees Big Three matches up against the LA Dodgers Big Three every day of the week to me. But we are on the eve of the trade deadline for the New York Yankees, and I want to hear what you guys want in the comments section. Sound off. Let me know, because if you are exactly right on the money, I'll post it on Monday's show, and I'll show that you actually knew what was going on. I have to admit, I am not high on the Colorado Rockies catcher. He is a liability behind the plate, and I'm telling you, the last thing that we want in the playoffs in a big spot behind the plate is a guy not being able to pick up Cruz's sinker, a guy that is unfamiliar with this staff, because just as important as the starting pitchers are, the catcher is the field general in baseball, and he needs to learn a whole new rotation. And then Adley Rushman, because I know a lot of people in the comments section are best friends with him. So Adley, no man should be named Adley, by the way. So I'm going to call him Hadley. So Hadley Rushman, what sense is trading for a guy who's on the injured list right now? This is why I want to tear my hair out with the New York Yankees half the time, is because they gaslight us into these ideas. With the walking wounded, this team's been hurt all year long. You're going to go get a guy that's perpetually hurt from inside the division in a Trojan horse move from the Baltimore Orioles. Hey, they're not giving away a good player from Baltimore in the division, guys. Remember that. And remember to go over to New York Minute Sports. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you can find this face. Lucky you. Also, have you become a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month to get twice the show for half the dough. We're going to have the Monday baseball show with Mike from Pudgy Boy Sports tomorrow. Go over there and become a member now for exclusive content. And I'm going to be rolling live as we get into the playoff hunt, guys. Also, go over to the New York Nuts merch store. Support the show. All the T-shirts are made in the USA shown during the show, just like yours truly. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
He said he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.